I remember being a little kid, and before every single piano performance that I gave, I would always be overthinking. I would always be just like sitting there in the corner in my my suit. Usually I had to wear like a suit for these things. You know, like they're tight as fuck. I'd be sitting there in my suit, just in the corner, just like sweating. Literally sweating. Literally just basically just like dripping sweat. Just overthinking, like overthinking my piece. Like I've played that piece that I was gonna perform 1,000 times, probably 100 times. I've memorized every single note. So why am I overthinking? Because I was afraid about what this person would think of me. I was afraid that these people were gonna laugh at me if I played a wrong note. You can remember this, right? When was the last time that you had to give like a big presentation in school and you didn't overthink? When was that? Probably never. Before the presentation, you couldn't even listen to the other people's presentations because you were just focused. You were just overthinking. You were just neurotically overthinking about your presentation, weren't you? You were thinking that, okay, no, if I mess up this word, then everybody's gonna laugh at me. That's what I used to think before every single piano performance. So I'd be sitting there just like, bouncing my legs up and down, fidgeting with my fingers, sweating, and then finally, it's my turn. I gotta walk up there and I gotta bow and perform. So I get up, I walk over to where the piano is, I turn around, I bow my head down, I sit down, I play the piece just fine. And there has been some instances where I sat down and I kid you not, I've been playing this piece for over a couple weeks now, like every single day, memorizing every single day. My piano teacher would be like, okay, you have to memorize this, you have to memorize this. And I did. And then when I sat down to play it, I would forget. I would forget all of it. Why? Why is it that when I sat down to perform this piece that I've played hundreds of times already, that I knew just like that, I could instantly play it? It's right here. That I sat down, I couldn't even play a single note. Why? Why is that? Because my mind wasn't focused on the piece. My mind wasn't focused on that. It was focused on other things. It was just overthinking. You do this too as well, okay? Don't bullshit yourself. Like, you're about to go give a presentation in school for something. You're not focused on your presentation. You're focused on what other people will think. You're afraid that if you stutter, if you mumble, if you do all this stuff, that people are gonna laugh at you. No, they fucking won't. No, they won't. You know why we're all so scared of other people who are all looking at us? Because here's the thing, we all take these things to death immediately because we think that, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fail, and everybody's gonna laugh at me, and I'm homeless on the street, and I'm gonna die. That's effectively what everybody's thinking. That's what I used to think. Maybe not like, in that order, but that's what we're programmed to think, just evolutionarily. Because if the tribe laughs at you, if the tribe mocks you, then of course you can't help but to feel a little bit scared because the tribe might kick you out and you might starve and die. But guess what? We don't live in tribes anymore. If people laugh at you, which they won't, they probably won't. If people laugh at you, okay, cool. They laugh at you for a few minutes and they just forget about it for the rest of their lives. Turkeys, bro. Do you see what I mean here? It's like, if you just played out two steps, you say, okay, I do this thing and everyone laughs at me. Cool. What happens after that? Realistically, what's gonna happen? 10 out of 10 worst case scenario, you gotta go and give up a presentation in front of a big auditorium of people and you trip and fall and everyone laughs. Okay, cool. It's a little bit uncomfortable for, a few minutes. Fine, whatever. What happens after? Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck about you. And I know that might sound that's not me trying to insult you or anything. There's people who care about you. Of course there is. Your family cares about you. Your friends care about you. If they don't, then you need to find new family and friends. But nobody cares. Nobody cares about you because everybody else is just thinking about themselves. And so if you're overthinking oh yeah, what does this person think of me? What does this person think of me? Brother, they're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves, bro. They got their own problems to worry about. And this is another mindset that I learned from Alex Ramosi, which is if somebody laughs at you or the next time somebody makes fun of you, just remember that they're gonna die and everyone's gonna forget about them. So you might as well just forget about them now. Do you see the power in that mindset? If somebody makes fun of you or somebody hates on you, somebody laughs at you, they're gonna die. You're gonna die and they're gonna die. And everybody's gonna forget about them. So why do you care about what they think? I need to drill this mindset into you because you still have this this weird bullshit, oh yeah, I'm so special mindset. No, you're not. You're not special. I'm not special either. Nobody here is special, bro. We're all the same. We're all the same person. We've all consumed the same media. We've all consumed the same food. We've all been taught the same things. We're effectively the same person. We all wear the same clothes. You go into school, you see every single girl wearing the same clothes. You see every single dude wearing the same clothes. We're all the same person. You're not special. I'm not special. We're not special here. And so you, like, you for some reason think you're a movie star. You're not. You need to stop daydreaming and be like, oh yeah, but everybody's gonna think about me. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. Like, we're all gonna die anyway. So why do you care about this? Why do you care about these things? They don't even matter. There's a rule that says that if it's not gonna matter in 5 years, it shouldn't even matter for 5 minutes. 10 out of 10, worst case scenario, again, you gotta go give a speech in the auditorium and you trip and fall. Okay, cool, fine, it's funny, yeah, whatever. 5 years from now, who's gonna be thinking about that? Not even 5 years from now, a week from now, who's gonna be thinking about that from that event? A week from that event, who's gonna be thinking about, like, oh yeah, he tripped and fell? Nobody. Maybe there's that one person who like still makes fun of you, but they got ego problems. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just fuck them. This is another mindset I learned from First Man. It's like, okay, like, again, let's say like you want to go approach like a girl or something, like a beautiful girl, and like, 10 out of 10 worst case scenario, this probably won't happen. But again, 10 out of 10 worst case scenario, like, she laughs at you or some shit. It's like, okay, just fine, just fuck him. Like, oh yeah, he tried to approach me. Like, she's making fun of you to like her friends. Like you don't care. Fuck him. It's a very valuable mindset from First Man, is that just fuck everyone. Nobody cares about you. These people, these random people, they don't give a fuck about you. They're too worried about themselves. And again, I've had times where people had just laughed at me. I've had times, and during a presentation, I say something, I completely forget what I'm about to say, somebody like laughs or something, whatever, fine. I only remember that. I only remember those moments. They probably don't give a fuck. When was the last time that you can remember that a classmate of yours did something really embarrassing? Really think about that. Not that you did something embarrassing, but a classmate of yours, maybe like a coworker or whatever. You're in school and your classmate does something really embarrassing. Can you remember a moment like that? Maybe. Personally, I can't. I can't really remember any moments like that. Why? Why is that? Why is it that you can't remember something embarrassing that somebody else did, but you can remember something embarrassing that you did? Because again, you think that you're special. And again, everybody's just thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about you. So like the cure to stop overthinking is just to realize that, like, it's just a couple mindsets. One, nobody cares about you. Plain and simple. Two, they're gonna die and you're gonna die, so you might as well just not care about them now. Okay, like, you're gonna die, they're gonna die, everybody's gonna forget about you, everybody's gonna forget about them. Why do you care about this? Why not just pour that attention into the things that matter most? And number three is just fuck everybody. That's it. And another big one is just being present. That's it. Those four things. Being present is actually a big one, by the way. Like, meditation is like you see these people that are like, oh yeah, I tried meditating once and it didn't work. Yeah, that's because you meditated once. Of course it didn't work. That's like a fat guy going to the gym and saying, oh yeah, I did one workout and I didn't even get jacked, bro. One workout's not gonna do shit. One meditation session is not gonna do anything. It's by doing it consistently every single day for months and years, you become really, really present. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been slacking on meditation these past couple of weeks. I haven't been doing it as much. And I've noticed that my brain has just been overthinking much more than previously when I did do meditation consistently. You know what I mean? I remember I went to India one time for like a few months to like stay with my parents or whatever. And like, I meditated every single day. And those were the most blissful times of my life. The most blissful times, because all I did was I worked out, I meditated, and I read books, and I talked with my grandparents. I spent time outside. Those were the times that were the most peaceful, because I meditated every single day consistently for months. But like, if you fast forward to now, like, I've been slacking. I'm not even gonna lie to you, and I've noticed a huge change that my brain is just overthinking over and over again. You need to be present. Your brain needs to work. How do you get your brain to work? Your brain needs to work by just literally just like sitting down on the floor and just focusing on your breathing. That's it. Because meditation is, it's not about like trying to be 100% present. That's not what it's about. It's just about refocusing back onto the present moment, because when you meditate, you're going to get thoughts. Everybody is. Unless you're like a level 10,000 Shaolin monk in this meditation skill, you're going to get thoughts. Meditation is the skill of redirecting your focus away from those thoughts. So when you get a thought, you're sitting down to meditate, you're breathing, you're present, and then you get a thought about some random bullshit. Then you realize like, oh, okay, yeah, like I'm thinking about this stuff. I'm thinking about some random thing that happened to me 5 years ago. I'm thinking about high school. I'm thinking about homework. I'm thinking about whatever. And then you say, let me refocus back onto the breath. That's one rep for the brain. You've just done like one squat for the brain, basically. And so this can actually be an effective tactic when overthinking as well, because when you're overthinking, what do you do? It's basically just a form of meditation if you think about it. Because when you're overthinking, all you're doing is just being mindless. Bring your focus back to your breath. You've just trained your brain that way. That's how you effectively like train the brain. So the next time you're overthinking, you can use these 3 mindsets, but also just bring your focus back to the breath. That's it. Bring your focus back to the thing that you're focusing on. If you're thinking about something else, just bring your focus back to your goals. That's it. Just like start thinking about your goals. Instead of thinking about, what this person will think, what this person will think. Yeah, whatever, fine. They'll think whatever they're going to think. Fuck them. Bring your focus back towards the task at hand, basically. It's really that simple. And overthinking sucks, bro. Overthinking is like, it's one of the worst things that can happen to a human being. It's just overthinking. So I hope this video helps you, and I hope you actually use these tactics, because they're what helped me. Take care, bro.